afternoon. A very warm welcome to all of you. I'm Neha Bhardwaj Alter and this is Game On. Every 4 years, top sportspersons from around the world compete on the grandest stage of all, the Olympics. The best athletes who've trained for years and have given it their all just so they can win a medal at the Olympics. It's the pinnacle of sports excellence and we're just a few days away from the Paris Olympics 2024. We here at News9 will be getting you all the latest stories from the Games, and we begin with your basic guide to Paris Olympics 2024. All that you need to know. The 2024 Paris Olympics are scheduled to begin from 26th of July and they will go on till 11th of August. They're all set to take the world by storm. This will be the first Olympics in Paris in more than 100 years. The first time Paris hosted the Games was in 1900, then again in 1924, joining London as the only other city to host the Games 3 times. The Paris 2024 opening ceremony will take place on 26th of July. Notably, on July 27, 1924 was the closing day of the 1924 Paris Olympics. With 10,672 athletes from 206 nations competing in 329 events across 32 sports, this post-pandemic spectacle promises to be the biggest and most inclusive Olympics yet, making Paris Olympics gender neutral. Now let's tell you about where the opening ceremony is. This is interesting. The opening ceremony is scheduled to kick off on Friday, July 26th at 11 p.m. Indian Standard Time. For the first time, the ceremony isn't taking place at an Olympic stadium. The athletes will be carried on boats in a flotilla on the River Seine instead. Over 300,000 spectators will enjoy the event at bleachers and outdoor seating systems stationed along the river banks. The procession will end at Jardin du Trousseau, where the final elements of the opening ceremony will take place. Now, what sports are new for Paris 2024? The only new sport for this Olympics is breaking or breakdancing. It is a style of dance that originated in the Bronx in New York during the 1970s but has evolved to become a competitive sport. A total of 32 entrants, 16 men and 16 women will compete for the medals in the event that begins in the latter part of the Games on the 9th and the 10th of August. Now, how many Indian athletes are participating? Let's tell you that as well. India will be sending 117 athletes across 16 disciplines to the French capital with the hope that the contingent can better the Tokyo Games tally of 7 medals. India's Olympic campaign will get underway on the 25th with the individual archery rounds. And then their first medal event will begin on Saturday, 27th of July with the 10-meter air rifle event. India's competitive events, let's take a look at that. India will be participating in a total of 16 medal disciplines, which are archery, athletics, badminton, boxing, equestrian, golf, hockey, judo, rowing. There is sailing, shooting, swimming, table tennis, wrestling, and just a lone weightlifter in Mirabai Chanu has qualified for these games. Athletics will make for the biggest group in the contingent with 29 names, 11 women and 18 men in athletics. And shooting, there are 21 shooters who will be participating, and hockey 19. The shooting contingent is the second biggest. It consists of 11 women and 10 men, while table tennis will have 4 players each in both categories. So in individuals, after hockey, table tennis is that one sport where 8 members have been sent. Now, is Russia banned from competing in the Olympics? Following Russia's invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, the IOC initially recommended a ban for Russia and its ally Belarus, but since then has allowed them to compete as neutrals. Each qualified athlete is undergoing a vetting process by a 3-member panel appointed by the IOC to ensure they meet the eligibility criteria. Russian and Belarusian athletes cannot take part in team events but are allowed to play as neutrals, which means without flags or national anthems. They will also not be taking part in the opening parade. Russia has denounced these restrictions as discriminatory.